This is TWiT.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to TWiT, your tech hub for intelligent, thoughtful conversations. If you want to take your experience to the next level and support what we do here at TWiT, say goodbye to ads and say hello to Club TWiT. With Club TWiT, you unlock all our shows ad-free. You also get exclusive members-only content. We do a lot of great programming just for the club members. You also get behind-the-scenes access with our TWiT Plus bonus feed and live video streams while we're recording. And don't forget the fantastic members-only Discord. It's where passionate tech fans like you and me hang out, swap ideas, and connect directly with all of our hosts. It's my favorite social network. I think you'll like it too. Club TWiT. It's not just a subscription. It's how you support what we do and become part of the TWiT family. Your membership directly supports the network, helping us stay independent and keep making the shows you love. If you're ready to upgrade your tech podcast experience, head to twit.tv/Club TWiT and join us today. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the club. Hey, everybody. Welcome, club members. It's time for Stacey's Book Club, our quarterly delve into dead trees. I give to you our host, the wonderful Stacey Higginbotham, policy fellow at Consumer Reports, and other things too. You doing other things these days, Stacey?
I'm a Pilates instructor.
Oh, did you get your Pilates master certificate?
Not yet, because that's a lot. But I
remember when you were going. I remember you were going for it. That's great.
But it's 500 hours. That is a lot of hours, and I only do 4 hours a week.
We love Pilates. We have a Cadillac at home. We love
nice.
It. We do it all the time.
I have a reformer in tower and a chair.
We had a chair, and we gave it to our Pilates instructor because we never used it because it's so painful.
Oh, it's the chair's amazing.
It's so good for your abs, but it's a lot. It's hard. Anyway, Lisa does it all the time, and we used to have a trainer come over, instructor come over, a master come over. Anyway, hello. Also with us, it's Joe. Hello, Joe.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday, everybody.
Joe's our illustrator. OzoneArtFoundry.com.
That's it. Yep. .com. Yep.
OzoneArtFoundry.com. And he's the guy in the club. Recommender of?
Bleak Russian movies.
Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged.
Was he Solaris? Was that his fault?
Stalker.
Stalker.
But I do love Solaris too.
Stalker. So this month, we read, I thought, a lovely book called The Heist of Hollow London by Eddie Robson. Now, if you're new to the book club, I should warn you, if you haven't read the book yet, we're going to talk about it as if you have. I'll be honest with you, I don't think this book is that spoiler prone. It's not like one of those books with a lot of twists and turns and anything. It's not a... What it is, it's a mishmash. It's a blend. It's a sci-fi mashup between, I think of it as Brave New World meets Ocean's 11.
Oh, I was trying to find the right dystopian thing. Brave New World is, I feel like it's more of a corporate dystopia. So I would go with maybe, what was that Water Wars book we read?
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking The Beach
Water Knife
meets Ocean's 11, that movie, The Beach, because I was thinking about that.
The reason I said Brave New World is because in Brave New World, people are bred, there's betas and alphas. People are bred to be fully normal, and then some that are bred with modified brains so that they can just be worker bees. And society has kind of divided itself up to that. In The Heist of Hollow London, Eddie has a world run by mega corporations, common sci-fi trope. The one we're most interested in is has a little acorn for a logo, and it's called something Oak. What is it?
Oak Seed.
Oak
Seed. And Oak Seed has real people, humans. Mostly they become what's called Zeks. Now, I listened to it, but I'm going to guess, Joe, you probably read the book. It's XECS, like execs, minus the E. So they're the executives, but they're also the maids, MADES. These are bred for... Well, it looks like they're initially bred to
bodies.
Be organ donors.
Yeah, it reminded me of that. Oh my gosh, there's a book by the guy who did Claire and the Sun, whose name, all of it is escaping.
Ishiguro. Yeah, we love Ishiguro.
Ishiguro, he has a story about people bred to be organ donors.
But that's not. But it also has that Brave New World element, where they're not merely organ donors until they're needed. So they are bred genetically identical to their one of the humans. But until they're needed, they're also assigned certain tasks. And we start off with two who are brand ambassadors. They're very young, very hip, very cool, and they look good in clothes, and they like to.
They're influencers.
They're influencers. There's also a Securit, which is a security drone. They're bred to be big, strong, not very smiley,
and not very thoughtful.
Not very thoughtful. What else? There's the accountants.
And then there's the pattern recognizers. What are I can't remember who those people are.
Yeah, well, they're IT people. So they're the kind of the smart ones. And what's interesting is they all have personalities associated with their jobs. So the Securits have no empathy, except our hero, Nadia, has all this empathy, and she can't figure out why. It's like, plus she wants to go become a tennis pro, which is definitely not what Securits would normally want to be. Like every caper movie, you have to have the geek, right? Who's the computer wizard, right? So we have that. They're assembled by Mia, a human. Oh, again, big spoiler. But Oakseed goes belly up, which nobody thought was even possible, and has to sell off all its assets, including all the maids, all the people. They're like indentured servants. They say, you're not slaves because you can pay off your debt and be free, except no one ever.
Yeah, they live in a company. Oak Tree is a company town. I mean,
everything.
You live in a company town. You pay everything to the company.
You don't even have your own clothes. You wear the uniform the company provides you. And they don't have to have a rule for that. The reason you wear that uniform is because they don't do laundry for anything but the uniforms. So if you wear your own clothes, you can't. There's no laundry facility, and when you turn it in, they just take it and turn it into the uniform.
Yeah, it's a really. I thought it was so great because they have like these people giving you like they're influencers, so they have like an identity associated with the clothes they buy from Oak Tree, right? But in their day-to-day life, they actually have no individuality because everything they have is just transferred back. I really enjoyed.
So it starts with our two brand ambassadors, Arlo and Drienne. Arlo thinks he's going to be harvested because his human, they're fully human. It's not that they're not human, but the person he's genetically identical to is dying. But then Oakseed goes bankrupt and he doesn't get harvested. He gets sold to Mia, who has his eyes replaced with his human's eyes so that he can unlock treasure trove, which contains a coin, a locker, which contains a coin worth $20 million. And that's the caper. Mia's putting together a team to get into so I should apologize, Stacey, because I haven't finished the book. I only got to the part where they're now on site and they're casing the joint, and Nadia is taking stuff apart, and she's peered into the locker room, and but I'm not worried about spoilers. There may be some big twists. I don't know if they succeed or don't succeed.
Right.
They're promised.
I was going to say there's sort of twist to it.
I'm sure there is.
Happens, so yeah.
There's stuff that happens, but it's a caper. Of course, there's stuff. You're not just going to walk in, get the coin, walk out, and you're done. That wouldn't make much of a novel. The reason that all of these maids are so excited about this is Mia has promised them to pay off their debt so they'll be free to live their lives if they succeed. They also know if they fail, they're very likely going to be reaped, killed. So it's a high stakes caper. I will stop talking now. That's a summary up to how far I've read. I thought there was some really good stuff in here, though. I quite enjoyed it.
Okay. I was like, it's not literary fiction, and it was Never Let Me Go is what I was thinking of. And in that book, the clones live in these like senior facilities. They're basically enclosed, so they don't get to work. So this was like an extra special, like, wow, nothing you own is yours. In this one. So I'm trying desperately to remember the end of the book because I read this like 4 months ago or 3 months ago, and the library did not let me take it out before this. So I'm like sitting here going, oh my God. The heist was ultimately not successful.
Oh no.
Sorry if we're spoilering here.
Well, we're really aren't we rooting for the maids?
We are. We're rooting for Arlo and Drienne, and
especially Arlo and Drienne. Yeah. Drienne has, and I figured there's something here because Drienne has some sort of weird duplopsychosis where she thinks she's somebody else. She gets confused about her identity. And I have a feeling there's a lot more to that we're going to learn.
There's actually not a lot more. I remember like when that hit, I was like, oh,
this could be good.
I can't remember what it was, which is, God, this is terrible for book club. Oh,
I haven't read it. Stacey doesn't remember it. Joe, it's all on you.
Okay, so let me talk a little bit about, because I was telling Leo before we got into it that I'm kind of 70-30 on this book, and one of the things that I don't like is Drienne and the way the book handles that character, because I really like the character, and I don't know if we get into spoilers yet, but I really hated what happened at the end with that character. I thought it was abrupt, and I just disliked it immensely.
Okay, yes, you can talk about it because we're in the spoiler zone now. But
that would make me sad, though. You're right. The book begins with Arlo and Drienne, and you really kind of bond with them. So if she doesn't make it out, I'm sad.
Well, you're going to be sad. And the thing that I don't like about it, and Stacey, I'll be curious your take, is there's two characters that get killed. One I had no issue with because I felt like he was an HR guy.
Yeah,
right?
Klein can die. Yeah. I don't care about him. Yeah.
Well,
Klein does die.
And the nice thing about
Klein should die. I could tell Klein is heading for a bad ending. It's obvious.
Yeah,
he's the one who cares the least.
That's the way. That's good character writing for that. You don't really like the character.
He's a company man.
Like he's got his own agenda, and that's what happens. And he gets blown away when he stupidly tries to renegotiate with a woman who has assassins next to her. I was about to say, not the smartest person in the world. So shot, but then Drienne just gets shot in the head and falls off a building, and that's all we have for this character that you've been following as really the main two. Well, it's two sets of pairs. I like them both.
You know, there's foreshadowing though, because at the beginning, you think Arlo's going to die. Very, very early in the book, Arlo's reaped and disappears, and Drienne just assumes he's dead and goes on with her life.
Okay, so but it's one thing to kill a character in the beginning of the book, and another to like go through the book, have actual development, and then for their death to be so meaningless. I mean, to the plot, to the fact.
Well, Jammer B's saying something interesting. She's in that.
She's right, but that's all after the fact. Her death is just so almost forgotten. It's just throwaway, and
she's not a maid. So that's why she's got the Duplo psychosis, is because she's not.
Oh yeah, because the core. Oh, I remember what happens now. Okay, yeah, major spoilers. So they discuss this, like they figure out that she was natural. And what happened is Oak Tree and maybe others actually pulled natural kids and turned them into maids.
How dare they?
Shocker.
The corporations are super evil in this. I mean, they're seemingly benign. It's actually a very good.
They're benign?
Well, it's very much a model of what's going on now, which is they pretend to be benign, but they're blatantly not, you know? And they also, I mean, they seem to be invulnerable, right? That's why everybody's so shocked that Oakseed goes bankrupt. Do we find out later why Oakseed goes bankrupt? Does that become part of the plot? No.
I want to say maybe they mention it, but it's not important. It doesn't really matter. It's not a central thing. And that's one of my kind of issues with the book is I feel like the whole how these corporations are operating and the fact that there's just people who are disposable, it's just thrown at you. And then when you get the revelation at the end about Drienne, there's no fallout that's ever, it just kind of ends. It's there, but they seem, one of my problems with the book is I don't feel like there's enough setup of this world quite for how this happened and how we're here with this amoral approach to sentient beings who are fully functional.
Right.
And then when this thing happens at the end, you don't suddenly hear that there's going to be massive like downfall of all these companies for sacrificing gnats. It's just kind of, well, this, and it's sort of forgotten, almost like Drienne, where I'm like, where's the 20 pages dealing with this on both sides of what got us here and where we're going to end up? And that was kind of my I guess my issues with them, that was the biggest one. And I just don't like how Drienne was treated. I just don't like it. I think it's...
To me, the most sympathetic character that was Nadi was the Securite, because she was the one that was kind of like trapped in her body, but she was like Frankenstein. She had the body of a monster and the soul of a beautiful soul. And so I kind of, for me, I'm rooting for her. I hope something nice happens to her. Apparently,
I think she goes off with her lady babe.
Good.
And they make it, which is great.
And becomes a tennis.
I don't know if she does play more tennis.
Apparently, she has a 230 kilometer an hour serve, which I don't know how to. I know you multiply 0.8, but it's fast. Is that fast? That sounds pretty fast.
Fast.
Yeah.
I thought actually the thing that Joe hates about the book, I don't love it, but it felt very apropos for maybe this generation where I don't think a lot of people feel a sense of hope. And I thought it was kind of funny that this book was so nihilistic, but also very humorous in parts. Like, and
it's exactly how the world is, which is you kind of whistling past the graveyard. The only way to deal with this kind of dystopia isn't to be all glum and it's to make jokes. So I think that's realistic somewhat.
Oh, I thought the relationship between Lauren and Nadi felt pretty not fast. I mean, I guess fast. It felt like they were working towards each other ever since they met. I don't think they had a lot of time to explore together, but I felt like they then I think we got more explore.
Lauren is the Securite, or I can't remember the two names. Which
not
one
just
is
the Securite? Lauren is the IT guy.
IT.
Okay. I feel like we got a lot of Lauren's side where you could tell right away she was interested and she kind of was warming to her. So you got a lot of Lauren. You didn't get as much of Nadi's side of it. So yeah, again, it would have been a little bit a scene with them somewhere, kind of realizing they have something in common, or a little bit more of that, because it seems somewhat one-sided. So I agree.
Robson's setting him up though, because he says I'm the smartest one, and he probably is the smartest one, right? He's the one who's most
Lauren
observant.
Was a woman, wasn't she?
Who?
Did I read
the IT wrong? Was they,
Lauren
so non-binary.
They.
I believe.
Okay. There were a couple of theys, yeah. Drienne was they, and Lauren was they.
I think it's so weird. Whenever I read anything that is agender, I automatically turn it into a woman.
Yes.
Even Murderbot in my brain is female coded.
Interesting.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I just now conjure the character from Devs who was played by a female and was a male. So I'm just like, okay,
Devs
that works.
So good.
Yep,
yeah, I'm of a generation where we just don't get it. We're just like, wait a minute, that's plural. We just don't. I struggle with it all the time, and it's not for lack of support or empathy. It's just your brain patterns. So Eddie Robson is a comedy writer. He's written stuff for the BBC, for BBC Radio. He did some Doctor Who spin-offs. He did Phobos, Human Resources, Grand Theft Cosmos. So he's best known, especially in the UK, as a comedy writer for radio, audio plays, things like that. So maybe that kind of helps you understand, because this feels a little bit like it could have been a radio play.
It does feel like, I was going to say cinematic, but it does. There's a lot of show and visual kind of.
Right.
He spends a lot of time describing what's happening, I guess.
Yeah. He also has written books about film. So he's aware of, cinema for sure. He's written books on the Coen brothers and film noir. So maybe that's also. And
I can see an adaptation of this working very well. Really well, as like a limited 6-episode BBC series or something where,
and because it's a caper,
up,
it would be commercial. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Although absolutely. I bet they changed the ending. You couldn't kill.
It's too grim,
Drienne.
huh?
If you not I feel like her doing something active. Yeah. Okay, she jumps in front of Arlo and takes the ball. You have to have more than just hey, bang.
She saves Nadi and Lauren so that they can go off into the sunset.
Yes.
And then she has a dramatic death scene.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's fun. Who would we cast in movies of this? Well, Goodness.
Well, the brand ambassadors are young. They're in their early 20s. So they're young, they're attractive. So Arlo and Drienne have to be kind of young and attractive.
But I feel I read Arlo as nerdy attractive. Like
yeah, he's kind of nerdy.
Unassuming attractive.
That's right. But he takes care of her because of her duplo psychosis. Naughty should just be, I don't know. Who could be naughty?
I know exactly.
I don't know any actors and actresses' names. Who asked?
I think of the woman from Russia with Love that had the knife in her shoe. She should look like that.
Naughty would be the woman from Love Lies Bleeding, the woman who's jacked, because she's got to be ripped.
Stewart? So I think Paul Dano could be Lauren, the other one. Easily, the nerd. Well, maybe make Paul Dano be Arlo. I don't know.
Oh no, have it be the person from Billions who played Taylor. That was the nerdiest pattern recognition.
Yeah, Taylor. Yeah,
could honor some of that.
That actor is also non-binary, so that might work. Yeah, I really like them. Anyway, what else do we want to say about this book? I enjoyed it, but I haven't finished it, so I'm not. The things that bothered you, Joe, I think have yet to happen to me. So,
and I will say the heist is great. So I think, and I feel like that's what the author's real focus was. Okay, the area of London, describing how it is, which is great. It's very fleshed out, very well done.
Isn't that interesting that London, what do they call it, a conurbation or something? They have a funny word for it, is deserted because the rich people don't want to spend the money to keep it up. And the corporations don't see any point in it. So it's deserted. The only people living there are vagrants or vagues. And for sport, they take autonomous vehicles and turn off the features that keep them from running into buildings, and they aim them at the buildings. And some of the buildings have been hit so many times they're actually fallen down. I think if you were British and you're reading about Naughty, getting raw materials out of what is it, Bloomsbury, that people would say would recognize that and would laugh. The tube has completely gone to hell because the trains aren't kept up, so nobody goes down on the tube anymore. I think that's kind of fun. He's probably very aware of his audience and aiming that at people who live in England.
If I think about in Service Model, which Adrian Tchaikovsky is a British person, so that was that book we read about the robots.
Yeah, I like Service Model. Yeah.
Same sort of thing, like the
Same
urban
thing.
areas were.
Yep.
So apparently in the UK, they're really thinking that when the end times come, the rich people go to their estates. I don't know.
Corporation. Corporation. And Brandroid says Frankie Adams is the obvious person from The Expanse to be Naughty because she's Samoan.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, what makes a good heist novel in your opinion? There's the heist itself. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But I feel like a good heist novel has to have this camaraderie and good back and forth. This one kind of suffered a little on that front, but I don't know what else you guys look for in a heist novel.
I think the whole thing in a heist novel in Ocean's 11, the caper novels, is the plan. There's always the scene where they sit around the map and they plan it. And they had that in this. They drink vodka. They fight over who's going to be the boss. Arlo says, okay, fine, you can do it. So I think it had that. It had a great, there's a very valuable thing that's, you have to get into, and everybody has disguises. You have the IT, the geek I think it fit the exact archetype of a caper.
Right. But what makes one good? So it had the elements, but what?
Well, I think you're right. I think camaraderie among the gang, but even in Ocean's 11, there's a kind of jostling camaraderie.
Yeah, that back and forth and kind of.
I think the plan has to be that. Really, that's the central plot of a caper thing is the complex plan that they have to execute, and there's always timing. They have a guy with a stopwatch, and he says, "No, you're not doing that kind of thing." There's definitely a style, and I think that if that's well executed, that makes it interesting because you're following the plan. You want to care about the people. You follow the plan. They never go well. There's always moments.
We've got a bunch of comments in here. A good heist movie has to include a moment where it doesn't go to plan, and it might all fall apart.
Right. Like like somebody's hiding in there, and people come in.
Well, I think for me, the central thing is
real plan.
Right.
That you have to be worried for the characters when it goes wrong. If you don't care about them, who cares if it goes off the rails? They can't be disposable. I think the book did a good enough job of that. I agree with Stacey. I would have liked a little more with them, maybe a couple more days before they did the heist, so you could get a little more out of them. But if you don't care about them, then who cares if the whole building blows up while they're in there? Oh, well, hire a new team. Nobody cares. So you have to be attached to the characters. And then even if the caper doesn't go wrong, there has to be tension. So you're worried about them because you care about them. You got those two things. It really doesn't matter whether it succeeds or not. Do the characters I care about, are they in danger? So I'm worried. Do some of them make it? And do I care if some of them don't? And that's, to me, what the two parts you need is the characters to care about, so that when the caper is going on, you are a little bit on the edge of your seat to see if it's successful. That to me is it.
I got a question.
Oh.
I'm sorry to derail this, but is there a good heist movie where they actually tell you the full plan and don't withhold anything? Because that seems like they always lay out the plan. They leave a bit out to the audience so that you're still tricked at the end. It's almost like a magic trick, right?
It doesn't always have to be the plan that's not revealed, though. A lot of times they turn on each other and one guy turns out I just saw one, I can't remember the name of it, where the mastermind turns out to be some guy you thought was a minor character that nobody wanted to be. They were going, "What are you here for?" But he turns out he's the guy who came up with the whole thing. And in the end, he's the guy who gets all the money and they're all gone. That you need a twist, but I don't know if it's always that you discover the plan. Sometimes it's you discover something else. I think it sounds like there were twists in this.
Anthony, I'll give you an example maybe of what you're talking about. The movie Ronin, when they execute the plan, they do exactly what they said they're going to do, and then one of them turns out to be a turncoat. It's not that the plan goes wrong.
Okay.
That's not unusual. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think Anthony's right, though, and I'm trying to think of a good example, but there's definitely and maybe this isn't really a heist movie, maybe this is a subcategory, but we hear everything, and then it turns out, when something we perceive it to have gone wrong, it turns out that, oh no, so-and-so was always hanging out up in the ceiling to pull the guy back or to get the diamond when the thing fails. Yeah. So yeah.
That's what Anthony's talking about. Yeah.
But I'm
hidden, we don't see the full plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wondered if the stakes were too high in this. One of my feelings of dissatisfaction here is kind of with this disposability. So they were fighting for the coin, but what they were really fighting was for the ability to buy their freedom, which is a pretty high stakes thing. Right. And then I guess it felt like some of it was a little too lighthearted, and maybe not everybody had the same agenda. Like Klein really, I don't know. It just felt like it was too lighthearted for the idea that these people were actually this was a real thing. This wasn't just we're going to steal the biggest jewel to salve our egos kind of thing. I don't know.
As I was reading this recently, because I haven't finished it, I was thinking, I hope this ends well. Because I did care enough about these people. But it doesn't have to, but an end well doesn't mean, oh, the heist worked, they got away with it, they all walk off in the sunset. There's got to be obviously some conflict. So I think almost always there is either a missing piece or there's a turncoat or some of them die. Almost always somebody dies and you feel bad about that. But the people you care the most about, and I think Robson intended that to be Lauren and Noddy, walk off into the sunset. And so it's deemed a success. I will be very sad if it doesn't end as I just kind of in my mind sketched out. I won't. And I will agree with you that I'll be unhappy about the novel because
I feel like the plan worked. So in that way, it did work. There were complicating factors, but they did get the coin. Now, what happened with the coin after, that's different. But the what they were trying to do, they did.
Succeeded.
Messy, but it got it. So in that
Right.
way, it was a successful plan.
And Lauren, and I understand that Lauren and Nadi get together and go off into the sunset. So that would make me happy. Maybe he just wasn't able to balance the characters well enough so that you didn't feel bad about Drienne and you felt happy about Nadi and Lauren. I don't know. I will let you know. I feel bad that I haven't finished the book. I'm very close. Only have a few more hours, but
there's a lot. Like he had to world build this.
Right.
He had 8
that's more complicated.
characters
Right.
to like.
Not like
really
you're just in Las Vegas going to rob a casino. We have to create all of this. And he did a good job of developing all those characters.
And they traveled a lot. So like every setting has to be. So
Right.
I feel like the book is relatively short for everything that it's trying to do.
Right.
And so I can see how, so maybe another 50 more pages could have helped out here, just to give him a little bit more space to develop everybody. But I don't know how many people I don't know how many pages it was, want a heist novel that's that long. I don't know.
When I read books like this, it always reminds me of there are good novelists and then there are great novelists. And it really takes something special to be great. That the people who really execute this well, people often complain about, William Gibson's endings or Neil Stephenson's endings or Stephen King on being, a really great novelist. It's a lot of moving parts and it has to all fit. And it also has to feel genuine, which is very, very hard to do, especially in sci-fi, because now you're in a terra incognita and it has to feel authentic. But a great novelist can do that. That's why I really love the James S.A. Corey stuff, because they're very good at making you feel like it's real, even though it's very different. So it's hard.
And I think this might be a case where you could take this and adapt it into something better just by polishing some of those rough edges.
I think it's
I can see this being a Guy Ritchie
could be
movie,
better.
actually very easily being a Guy Ritchie film, especially because it's set mostly in London. Like you could, because he's got that kind of snappy humor.
Sure could.
And you could do it.
So maybe Jason Statham is he's got to be the Keen, the older guy, right? He's got to be the
it'd have to be. Wouldn't fit anything else.
Oh, you can buy all 15 Jason Statham movies for $15 right now on Apple. Just saying. You'd have to be a big fan.
Oh boy,
why?
All of them.
Well, I know all of them. 15's a lot. It's probably not all of them. He's probably been in 100, but
maybe that's all the good ones or all the really good ones. That could be. He's done.
I was really tempted. I thought it's so cheap. I'm just going to buy them, but I didn't. Actually, we, because the Oscars are coming up and the nominations came out, Lisa and I always kind of make it a priority to watch all the nominated Best Pictures. So we tried to watch Rose Byrne's If I Had Legs, I Would Kick You. And we had to stop. It was so depressing.
I heard that's a real downer. So I was thinking about it. I'm like, ooh, this sounds
I can
like
see why she's nominated. She's brilliant in it. And it's really all her. She's like full frame the whole movie, basically. So it's a tour de force on her part. But boy, is it grim. We just stopped. Lisa said, "No, I'm not going to watch this. This is too much like my life. I don't want to watch this." Oh, Lauren made the dummy coin. Oh, that's a nice twist. I didn't know that. Oh, see, Lauren was the smart one. That's interesting. Yeah. Is that what they call? What did he call it? He had a funny name for it. That device that he made for them. Nadia just went into the stinky bathroom in the hospital to get it. It looks like
really,
a flying
really
saucer.
good descriptions of gross places. So
it was gross. He's good at that.
Oh God, very
He's
good.
Good at that.
And I want to point out, I liked the book. So I mean, even my problems with it are minor. It's not like I think anything.
You said 70-30.
Oh, this book sucks or anything like that. It was still very well written, and it flew by. It really went by.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, which is a journeyman effort is 70-30. It's very rare. You have to be a superb novelist to get 100%.
I mean, this was to me, it was just a fun book, which I think is.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it. Yeah. Did you listen to it? You listened to it, Stacey? Or did you read it? I would have finished it if I'd been reading it. I realized I read it much faster than I listen.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I read it.
The reader was a little, it wasn't awful, but it was a little hard. Because he was a little
I didn't realize how short the book was, because I started it way ahead, and I thought, okay, because the last time I think I finished the book 2 days before we did the last one. So I was like, oh man, and I didn't want to do that again. But yeah, it was, and that's the nice part about it. It's a fun, light read. So it's not, say, Stephen King's It or anything in terms of you're going to have to commit a month. Right. You can go right through it. And it is a fun book. As long as you're okay with some of the minor flaws that we're pointing out, then you'll still have a good time with it.
Yeah. Jammer B said, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't a page turner for me. It was easy to put down after each chapter. And Jammer B is one of those guys, if he loves a novel, he loves a novel. He'll read it twice. He really loves it. So. Fun romp through dreary London town. I like that, Brenda.
Choking. Sorry. Sorry. I got distracted because I'm looking up our next books because I was not really good this time.
Any other thoughts, y'all, about, I guess there really isn't a whole lot to say. I mean, I liked it. It was good.
It's not like a literary book. And I liked the fact that it kind of reminded me, like, how come we don't have more heisty science fiction books? Because there's so many opportunities to like use technology or like a crazy worldview to like really build something way more fun. Like, why is space opera such a thing and not space heists?
I agree with you. Maybe because it's a double genre. Although Peter F. Hamilton has written a number of murder mysteries, the Peter Mandel murder mysteries in sci-fi, and those are quite good, actually.
And Malka Older has a series. They have a whole detective series on a planet that resembles Mars, but isn't. That is good. But I don't know, murder mysteries versus heists. And maybe it's just because I also enjoyed, they're like, it's a fantasy one, but Six of Crows and all of those books that they were made into like a Netflix book. Those were very heisty and fun. So
yeah, I don't know those.
Yeah, y'all are like, what? No fantasy, Stacey. No fantasy.
It's probably, Stacey, if I had to guess as to why we get more space operas, it's probably because it's a much broader canvas to really work on a longer time frame with, whereas heists, they're somewhat contained unless you're going to do a space heist opera that takes place over centuries, which I guess you could do. I mean, maybe the Bene Gesserit or that technically, but otherwise heist movies sort of, you have to have a snappiness to them, I guess. And maybe they just want to be able to luxuriate in the worlds they're creating. And so a space opera just gives you that length where you can be like, well, I'm going to tell this over the course of 22 books. And so what? I'm calling it a space opera, so I can take as long as I want, George R. R. Martin style. It's the only thing I can think of, because otherwise it is a fun genre that we see a lot in film and TV, and it works. So you would think it would happen more often. That's the only reason I can think of, is that it's just compacting something down like that and keeping it interesting on a limited time frame. I mean, I'm no kind of writer, so that's just a guess.
Yeah, no, that's as good a reason as any. I'm like, I just feel, yeah. And talking about, y'all, I am so done with like dystopian stuff. I gotta be real.
This is not the time to do dystopian. We need light, upbeat.
Unfortunately,
a lot of sci-fi is
options.
Unfortunately, a lot of sci-fi is. I'm going to say, and Stacey's taught me quite a bit with this book club, that one of the reasons sci-fi is the way it is because it's so male dominated, and it's written by men for men, and so it's got that slant to it. It's either politics or war or both. And you've taught me a lot. You've brought a lot of really great female written sci-fi to the table, and it's actually taught me a whole bunch of great stuff. So,
and I think maybe also,
except for the cozy things. No cozy.
Oh, one of ours is cozy.
No, I'm just teasing. Go ahead.
But I would say when you're up against Douglas Adams, because like if you say me, tell me,
That's
like,
exactly what I thought, Stacey. That was exactly what I thought. You're going to get prepared. You're
can't
screwed.
do it.
You got it. You can't
Yeah.
compete with it. I mean,
Yeah.
Service Model was actually, it was a dystopian, but it was kind of a funny book.
Right.
But yeah.
Not just Douglas Adams, also Terry Pratchett.
Oh, and Terry Pratchett.
Yeah.
There's two really amazing people doing this
how
kind
do you
of stuff.
even start with something like that? Because you just know that's the comparison points, and they're so far up there. Like I'm struggling to think of a sci-fi comedy besides those two, and I'm coming up empty. I can't even think of one that is anything like that.
Yeah.
Stacey, let's nominate our have you found them yet? Or
I have.
Okay.
Okay. I'm only halfway through this, but for those of you guys who are like, some of them are hopeful. So it's called We Will Rise Again, Speculative Stories and Essays on Protest, Resistance, and Hope. Okay.
Is it
got the word hope? It's got the word hope. Okay.
And it's got a little fiction and nonfiction. So I thought you guys.
I see Annalee Newitz is in there.
Yeah. And Malka Older, who actually wrote one of the mystery books that I just mentioned. So this is one of them if you want short stories. And then I enjoyed this. I'm going to tell you guys it's a queer love story, but it's called Death Between the Stars. And it's a haunted spaceship story.
Ooh, I love haunted spaceships.
So haunted spaceship, fun. And then here's my cozy choice. Hold on.
She's got to have one.
Event Horizon with a romance. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah,
that's a good
Nico Vincenti.
I've lost it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have a copy of it. So it's Becky Chambers who wrote the books you hate, Leo, but
good start.
Good start. I know.
It's okay. You're not here to please me. That's
I wanted to get the first one. It's a psalm for the wild built. And it's a story. It's kind of like a parable. It's very short, about a monk who meets a robot in the far distant future. And I love this book. It did win a Hugo. A lot of people love it. I don't know if you're going to feel good about it later.
Now, this is the first in a series.
There's only 2 books. I mean, there might be more. And I have the other one, but it's like 160 pages, I think. It's very short.
I have to say, it doesn't sound cozy. It sounds good, but
it's optimistic, which is why I call it cozy. It is actually a very hopeful book.
I would like something hopeful. I think we need hope right now.
So I tried to get us a little lighter. I mean, the hope and resistance, some of them are really again. And I will also tell you guys the 2025 anthology of the best science fiction short stories is out.
That's always good. Yeah.
Edited by Nide Okorafor.
Oh, yeah.
Who does the Afrofuturism books that are really great. And if you haven't read, this is fantasy, but if you haven't read her Broken Earth series, Jammer B, have you read Open Earth or Broken Earth? Because they're amazing. Like seriously, just go do it. If you're at all into like fantasy-esque magic, but not like Hobbit fantasy, but just.
Now we're not voting on this one because this is probably.
No, this is just Stacey's recommendation of like one of the best.
This is worth reading every year. Because a lot of great sci-fi is short stories. You know, it's from its heritage, it's pulp fiction. So,
I generally tend to prefer short stories in general. So I always love an anthology series.
Yeah. Well, it's out. I've read some of those stories, not all of them, because I like to parse them out over time. Plus, it's not on my Kindle, so I can't read it in the hot tub, which is when I do 90%.
Well, should we put Broken Earth on the list?
I don't think it's science fiction.
Oh,
I mean, that's here. I'm totally happy to reread. Like, I would read this. This is
your book club, Stacey. Whatever you say is going to go.
Well, I know, but we did pitch it as a science fiction. So the first book is what is
the fifth season.
The fifth season. Yeah. Y'all, if it follows these people who do earth magic. So
it's a more fantasy kind of.
it is very, it's hard, but God, it's an amazing book. Like if you like George R.R. Martin, or you liked what's the Rand?
The name
Rand
of the
and his
wind. Breaking the
No,
Wind.
that's Isn't Brandon Sanderson, Name of the Wind? No.
No, it's not. I don't read Brandon Sanderson.
The Time, World Time, Wheel of Time.
Wheel of Time, yeah. I did read about the first 15 of those, but I got tired of
These
it.
are way tighter written, but the world building and the like everything about it. No, sorry, not Ayn Rand or Ayn Rand.
I knew it couldn't have been Ayn Rand. I was like, I don't think that's where she's going with this.
No, the main character in the Wheel of Time, his name is Rand.
Rand, yeah. Yeah. I got through book 6. I got to the slog. It's famous.
Anyway.
The famous slog.
Let's read
You're
the
into that
Fountainhead. That's
sort of
optimistic.
thing. You should read it, even if it's not for your book club, because darn it, it's like one of the best books ever.
So I think we have our 3.
Yes.
I've been pasting into the Discord as we go. Anthony will put up a poll, and we will have 2 weeks to vote on this one.
Oh, and thanks, Paul. Fall.
Yeah, Paul. It's Paul. AKA Chocolate Milk Mini Sip.
I was like, your Chat GPT I'll go check a couple of these out, and maybe we'll throw them in for the next time.
Our AI guys have really gone over to the other side now. They don't. It's all they live in the chat bot. Wow, the poll is up. Look at you go, Anthony. Wow. You are amazing. It's in announcements. What should our next Stacey's Book Club be? And you get to vote for the next 2 weeks and choose. We Will Rise Again by Malka Older. Death Between the Stars by Nico Vincenti. And a Psalm for the Wild Built by Becky Chambers. Cast your vote. The biggest vote getter will end up being our book. And we usually give you a couple of months to figure out what book we should do. No, not what.
We give them a couple of weeks to figure out which book, and then a couple months to read it.
Although we could do these monthly if you were up for it, Stacey. It's your schedule that we.
I feel like every other month is the right cadence for me personally.
Yeah, because you read a lot of other books. I
read so many books.
So little.
And I should tell you that I just started a history book club with my brother who, I never talked to him. So it's kind of nice that we found something to
That's neat.
About
what are you reading right now?
Hold on. It's about colonization. It is called...
Aren't they all?
How to Hide an Empire.
I've read that. It's very good. That's an excellent book. Yeah.
We're really enjoying it.
It's an eye-opener.
I know.
I gave a copy to Benito because he's Filipino, and it's a really.
Was he like, like my family lived this?
He says, "I know, I know,
we're aware."
I knew this.
It's you dumb Americans.
It's how America is an imperialist nation, but successfully.
Whoa! This is news to me. I'm sorry.
What?
For what?
But it really, it's a lot of stuff that has been, kind of buried and covered up. It's not.
If you've read Howard Zinn's People's History of the United States,
it's kind of like
some of this will not surprise you, but it's a really nice documentation of like history from the perspective of people who maybe didn't win.
It's a good thing to read now as we kind of reassert our imperialist ambitions.
And I was surprised at how much of
destiny.
It was a whole new realm of policies that we developed that were entirely based on racism and white supremacy that I was like not aware of.
Right.
And I was like, whoa.
Even Trump saying, "Oh, this is the Monroe Doctrine." It's like, really, you want to start that up again? Huh? Okay, that worked out. Jeez.
So, and then the end is all about financial kind of colonization, which is
we continue.
I love that.
Yeah.
I don't love that it's happening, but I love learning about it.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Eventually, we're going to all be oak seed. That was one thing I would have loved to have kind of delved more into, like what other corporations there are and kind of the organization of society around this and all of that. I guess it's all implied, but I think that was kind of interesting.
Like that world was interesting enough, kind of like the world in Murderbot's interesting enough that like it can spawn so many books and you're like learning more about them. I was like, oh yeah, do all colonies treat their maids that way? Probably because it gives them a profit advantage, but
you can see why sci-fi authors as often kind of dig their teeth into something and end up writing 20 volumes around it because, you know, they have a universe.
Space operas. That's why. Plenty of room to write.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
World building.
All right.
World building.
Oh, someone's voting against love stories.
No love stories, says Veritas Weasel.
I'm like,
no
why not?
Love stories.
Veritas, who need more love at the moment. Vote for love stories.
Veritas, where
They can
you
be
are
very
grump.
good.
Are you an old
They're not all
grumpy
Fabio novels.
curmudgeon?
They can be very good too.
No, now I would agree. No romance novels. I would agree with that.
I don't encounter a lot of romance science fiction novels. I'm just trying to think.
No.
I mean, there's people who do like in the Texam, the one we read last time, there was a
We
love
read one.
story.
The one with the two people, the two assassins who were dancing through time. We read one.
That was good. That was a love story in a weird.
I cannot remember the name of it now, but
Where?
Hold on. This is how you lose the time war. My friend gave
That's
me
it.
the
Yes.
most beautiful version of that book.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna show it to you.
I'd like to see it.
And y'all
Because
tell
is
me what's
it
happening.
all letters? That would be kind of cool.
maybe it's a Folio Society version. I love their books. Can't afford them, but I love them.
I got to stop buying books. Why buy books? What am I crazy? What am I nuts?
I only buy the ones like the ones that are almost the illustrated ones where you get.
I do too, but they're really
Those are great.
they're works of art and they're something
Yes.
beautiful to have. Yeah.
So it's not that fancy. It's not like a folio, but look at
Ooh.
the ending.
And they're all the letters. Are the letters in there?
Great.
The letters are, I mean,
Oh, that's neat.
Oh, that's great.
so it's not like super fancy, but I just really loved, I mean, yes, they write them like, it's not like
that's
it's
cool.
handwritten, but they do the pagination properly for the letters.
It's nice to see when people still pay attention to physical books and actually design them well. So that's
I
always
love them.
nice.
Yeah, and if it's, I'm kind of that way. If it's a book I really cherish, I'll buy the nice hardcover edition. I have a first edition of the Baroque cycle.
Ooh. I can't, again, because I read in the hot tub.
That'd be
Good for the
tricky.
hot tub.
Books are,
No, in
physical
fact,
books are a little difficult.
I don't read it because it's too heavy. I read,
Unless it's a book about the Titanic, because then if you drop it, it's fitting to the material.
This is
So
my
that would be all right.
e-reader. You could drop this on your face in the middle of the night and you wouldn't even notice. This is the one Jason Snell was recommending. A little.
What is that?
It's a little
like a
e-ink,
Alma, but smaller.
but it goes.
Who makes it?
It's $60. It's great. It's XTE Ink. Just a Chinese
a
company.
lot
And it has a magnet
cheaper
on
than
the
a
back,
book.
so you can magnet on your back of your phone. But the key on this, Jason Snell told me about this, is that you want to replace the firmware, the Chinese firmware, which is okay but not great, with some open source firmware called Crosspoint. It's very easy to do it. You don't even have to connect a cable. And then it just becomes this little teensy weensy book
I
reader
really
that you
wish
can-
the e-ink back like covers that you could attach to a phone had taken off so that you could just get one and then flip your phone over and read on the
Right.
screen on the back.
Well,
'Cause I know
that's
there was,
kind of
it was
what
a trend
this-
for a little while.
Right.
Yeah,
that's
and then it
what
kind of
this
went away.
idea is. Yeah.
It's neat.
And you can make the text bigger and all that. So I have it kind of small, so it's like
Oh, good, because my eyes are awful.
But I hold it like this.
Oh, okay, that'd work.
Perfect. This has, and the great thing about e-readers, you can have, your whole library on it.
And they last forever.
Yeah.
I love e-ink.
As someone again who reads in the hot tub, I'm astonished. I'm like, there's definitely water in here and it still works. I love it.
Don't you get soggy though reading that? Yeah, I mean, you can't spend more than 15, 20 minutes in the hot tub, can you? Maybe you can.
I spend like 40 minutes in the hot tub.
I was going to say some people do. I never could, but
Not
some
that
people
hot
do.
of a hot tub.
It's not in the summer, but like right now it's like 38 degrees.
Yeah.
You
No, it's perfect.
just-
Yeah. So this
Anyway.
is it. It's XT.
The prune skin thing freaks me out. If I see my fingers starting to turn weird, I'm like, what's happening? There?
Oh, it's so you have better grip.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's
well,
palm
that's-
size.
You know what?
Yeah,
That's
if
a
you
good
look
way
at,
to.
if you look into it, like, why do my fingers wrinkle? You'll discover they've done research on this.
Is that
and it's
why?
kinda cool.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually it.
So when we're actually, catching eels or something, we can get them? That's hysterical.
So the older you
I
get,
thought it was
the
just
better grip you get
osmosis.
on
I think it was just
everything, or-
chemical. It's just
So the reason it happens is your blood vessels constrict, causing the tissue to shrink and pull the skin inward. It's an
okay.
evolutionary active process, and it creates channels that improve grip on wet objects by shedding water, acting like treads on a car tire.
Wow.
See,
That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
we're so cool.
We are
That is awesome.
phenomenal. Well, my friends, this concludes this exciting edition of Stacey's Book Club. We thank Stacey Higginbotham for being the spiritual leader of this tribe. We'll be back in 2 months with one of those 3 books that we voted on. A special thanks to you, Joe, for joining us. Always nice to have you.
Thank you for
All the
allowing
people-
Club TWiT members to join. More people should join if you
It's
haven't
nice.
already.
I like that.
Yeah.
Thanks to all of our Club TWiT members who make all of this possible. This is not something we could sell ads. Well, maybe we could, but we don't. But we can do it because of your membership. If you're not a member, you're watching live, because we do stream this live to the public on YouTube and Twitch and X.com, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Kick. If you'd like to know when future episodes are, if you'd like to support it, if you'd like to see it after the fact, join the club, twit.tv/clubtwit. And all of those things will come true. It'll be a minor miracle. $10 a month, you get ad-free versions of all the shows, and you support what we do here at TWiT. So if you would, we would love it if you would join the club. I'm actively trying to get the membership up to about 3 to 4% of the total audience. That's all. If we get to 5%, we'd be golden. We wouldn't have to worry about advertising or anything. That's all. Just 1 in 20. That's all we ask. Are you that one? Be the one.
Leo, I will tell you, I advertised for Club TWiT on my show because when Richard Campbell said, the second generation bonobos from the banana experiment, I laughed so hard, I had a stomach ache.
That was a fascinating story.
That was something. So I'm like, you want to hear this stuff? This is where you can hear it.
This is where
over here. It's not
Richard's
just the technology
amazing.
stuff. It's
Yeah,
it's
Richard's quite the thing. OzoneArtFoundry.com if you want to hear Joe's wonderful podcast. And Stacey, good luck with all the good work you're doing at Consumer Reports. You're making a big difference in the world. Trying to get, now that we see Google's Nest being abandoned, Belkin's Wemo being abandoned, it really comes home.
I did write a 10-page list of recommendations for all players in the ecosystem for how to build long-lived connected devices. And y'all are welcome to take a look at that and give any thoughts or feedback. They include
Where is
things.
that?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask for a link. Let's see.
Consumer Reports, probably.
It's in. I'm like, it's in our advocacy section. It's not like, here we go. I'm going to give you a link just because I'm nice. Copy. Ignore the fact that my boss's name is on it. It's just because I don't have like a name. Oh, where can I put a link? Can I chat still? Where's the Discord?
You can put it in the private chat and I will put it up.
I really suffer like old lady syndrome when it comes to like finding information online. So I just dropped it in the chat.
Perfect.
Longevity by design, how to build long-lived connected products.
Yeah, and you also
It's
have
everything from open sourcing to like adjusting our accounting like standards to like really account for the fact that these devices, anyway, how they fail and that sort of thing. It's super fun.
Love it.
Or nerdy.
Thank you.
It's really nerdy.
Thank you. Longevity by design.
It's like secure by design.
Yeah.
That's a great title.
I think that would be a good
Longevity
thing.
by design. That's
The
great.
only thing I'm mad about is that Justin gets all the credit. But
He doesn't. If you click on the actual report, it's my name.
okay,
but
good.
it's because I won't go full time.
Oh, are they trying to get you to go full time?
They've asked.
Oh, there it is by Stacey Higginbotham.
See?
Yeah. Oh, so his is just the blog post announcing this. Yeah. That makes sense. Yes. Well,
Look, and you guys, I learned how to do footnotes in which I cite myself.
Whoa. Hey, Siri, are you a zombie? I like that. Nice. Very good.
That's great.
Yeah, between you and Paris Martineau and Nicholas
De
Leon, we are very happy that we have such representation of Consumer Reports on our network. I'm a believer, long time, 40-year subscriber, 45-year subscriber.
Well, thank you for paying my salary.
Thank you, Stacey. Thank you, Joe. Thanks to all our club members. And thanks to Anthony Nielsen, our producer, who really does all the hard work here. And we will see you in a couple of months for another Stacey's Book Club. Bye-bye. Yay. Step 1, don't use Windows. That's right.
Oh,
That's right.
We wrote a letter on that. Did not go anywhere.
Yeah. Oy. That's all right. You know what? The world is finally coming around.
Well, I think we're worried about other things. But yeah, well, thank you guys. This was
Thank you, Stacey.
Oh, thank
fun,
you.
And
Happy New
like
Year.
talking about books. Happy New Year.
We'll see you soon. I hope we do the cozy one. I shouldn't say that because I don't want to.
Oh, I like blatantly am like, I wish I don't know.
I don't want people to think that I don't like cozy.
Any of this stuff works for me because this gets me to read stuff I probably wouldn't otherwise. So,
and it's the same lady. You hated her other books, so it totally would make sense.
A Long Way to a Distant Planet.
Yeah, it's her. But
I didn't hate.
Listen, even Stephen King's written some clunkers. They're not all going to be winners. So you look for the good ones.
I'll give her a chance. Yeah.
It is really a sweet book.
It sounds sweet. Anything with robots and monks in it, you got me.
I feel like it's a sci-fi Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, I like that.
Wow, there's a description. Okay.
I like that.
See if that fits for you. But I really feel like
Sci-fi Winnie the Pooh.
Sure.
It's like a duo that's just like, you know how Winnie the Pooh is just like, it's okay. I'm a little not of this world.
Oh, Christopher Robin.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's a character that's kind of like that, and the other
like
ones.
honey.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful afternoon. We'll see you Sunday. This week in tech, we've got Gary Rivlin. We've got Devendra Hardawar. We've got, this is an amazing feat of mine to remember two. Let me see if I can find the third. It's going to be, I remember thinking it was going to be a good show. Victoria Song. So really good show. That'll be fun. That's Sunday. We'll see y'all then. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.